like I had an opportunity last summer. Was it no not last summer, over the holiday last year, to actually produce some compositions for the Brooklyn Children's Theater.
That's dope.
Yeah, like they licensed it. Like I actually get royalties off of the plays and stuff.
That's fire.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. And it was dope because, like, you know, I'm realizing it's about your network.
Always.
It's about your network. Your network, what they say, your net worth is your network. That's a fact.
Absolutely.
Shout out to SippinwitSammie and Fine Productions. And also shout out to Francis Domon. You know what I mean, for extending this opportunity
That's
to me.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. But like, the way it came was just an amazing opportunity, and
So what does that look like?
Yo,
like, explain the whole, because they licensed it. So what is the whole thing? You seen it? You
I saw the play. It was great. It's for children.
Right.
So they have like a whole music director and all of this, like this production.
So they teaching
they teaching my music to the kids. And
so it's not just playing.
They're performing the music. They got a pianist.
That's what I mean by like what it look like. Is it like a music bed, or is it like it's part of the performance?
It's part of the performance, and then like they actually played some of the compositions too, and the kids are singing and dancing to it. And you would never think that would be an avenue. As a composer, as a producer, as an artist, as a songwriter, because I actually had an opportunity to help write the music too. So I produced the music, the compositions, then I co-wrote it as well. And you just never know where opportunities like pop up, and that was like a real dope opportunity that I didn't expect, to put money in my pocket that I did not expect. And it's a network and an opportunity that I have to build on too, because now people are like, oh, they have my contact.
But this is like, one of those walk so that you could run type of things.
Yeah.
Our generation and what we hold dearly as an art form is being recognized in pockets that we could never imagine, because of what's been done before us and because of what we bring to the table and what we add to the pot.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But it's just like certain things I be hearing. Like I saw shout out to Keith Freeman.
Yeah, shout out to Keith Freeman. Listen,
I saw a young lady teaching her middle school kids his lyrics to his song. And he went through there and spoke to him, I think, at one point too. But it's just like we getting college courses and actually schools for hip hop now.
That's dope.
And then it's going all the way to where a young teacher can have young students and teach them through a young man that we know. Yeah. He's not even on that Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, T.I. level. But there's somebody that's built a curriculum. They built a lesson around what he said in the record. Yes. You know how ill that is for y'all to be doing that kind of shit? Like, that is so dope to me, yo.
Shout out to Keys, man.
And shout out to Del P, because the shit with Black Thought, like, the things that really connect are so divine, and like we couldn't. Who would have thought? But like I said, they walk so that y'all can run.
It's
so
the
that
give
I can do
back.
Shit like this.
Yeah, it's the give back, and I feel like that's the best part about the process. To circle back, right? So it's the process that makes it the most enjoyable part of the experience. Like everything else is like dope, like, you know, but as you're going through it, you're experiencing moments and building with people and doing different things you never thought you would actually do, and like, you know what I mean, and learning about yourself and continuing to grow. Like, that's the best part about being a creative in general, in my perspective. I'm with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because this stuff isn't easy. Like, I'm gonna keep it honest. Like, there was a point in time when I was younger when I thought, I was like, I want to be a star, I want to be a celebrity, and the, like, Missy Elliott and the fisheye, like, you know what I mean? And then I've shifted my focus over time as I realized where my strengths and where I wanted to actually go. Like, I figured out what I wanted to actually do with my gifts from God. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's how I'm viewing it before. Like, before I was looking at it from a vain view. And this is just my perspective. Like, I'm speaking on me right now. And like my transition, like, you know what I'm saying? And like, I was looking at it from a vain view, but then I started to experience the process and the journey and all that I was able to to get from that, the people that I've been able to build with, connect with, even if it was a conversation that lasted 30 seconds and we just like each other's pictures or videos.
Absolutely.
But then we share, like, you know, uplifting things from time to time. Like, yo, that's crazy. That's real connection. That's real. But you, like, I love that. That gives me so much life, bro. You have no idea. Like, I love that.
No, that's the dope shit. That's the jewelry. That's the bright part. Cause like you said, the shit ain't easy. But you even mentioned God, and a part of God that you probably realize it is that He made you artistic enough, talented enough that when you started out wanting to be Missy in a fisheye lens, and then you decided you wanted to do something else, you was talented enough to have options. You had an option. You could have did whatever in this thing that you wanted to do besides be a drill rapper. Because you are talented. You are creative. You can get in your bag, and you can get in her bag, and you can get in their bag. So like that's where that's what the thing is. It's like ultimately you were blessed enough to be able to say, well, now that I feel a different way, I can still do this.
Thank you.
You wasn't locked into that. You know, rappers is locked into that. Where you the street ball, and then you ain't in the streets no more. You can't get in with the streets one, or your reputation gets tainted. Yeah. You can't still be in this thing.
Man, can I expand on that too?
Please do.
Yeah, no, 'cause thank you for recognizing that, because it's not easy, and I had to, you know, change my mindset in the way of like, I'm gonna still get to the bag regardless.
Talk heavy.
I'm just gonna figure out what other avenues I can take using the skill sets that I have.
Get down on the ground.
Talking about the bag, my bad.
You know what I mean? So it's like I found a way to use the benefits I get from being a musician and being able to get on a stage and sing. I found a way to translate that to public speaking.
Talk about it.
I found that
I did the reverse.
You know what? So using your creative foundation, because this is who we are in our rarest form.
Already, right.
You feel me? Using our creative foundation to, all right, market ourselves in different ways that fit different skill sets that can allow for us to finance shit in different ways, to get to different levels.
You talking that work.
You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes when you are too tunnel vision, you can limit yourself, and I'm like trying to expose myself to more books and more thought leaders who I respect, and really trying to grow myself as a person. And music has ushered that in for me, because I feel like music and building songs and writing about what I write about and singing about what I sing about in my natural form, despite whatever, like, you know what I mean, I feel like that has allowed for me to build a certain type of confidence, you know what I mean, that I can use in different ways and in different industries, you know. So I feel like in these last few years I've changed my perspective, and I'm using my craft in ways where I've created this tool belt that can be, you know, pulled out in different type of homes. You know what I'm saying? Now. Like, you know what I mean? My language and now. It's because I allowed myself to grow in ways I did not expect. Again, when I first started my music journey, I wanted to be Missy in the fisheye. And to me, right now, in my personal stage, to me right now, I view that as more of a very limited view, because I was looking for attention. You feel me? I wanted attention. I wanted to be Missy in the fisheye. Look at me. Look at me. I can do this. I can do that. Because I was seeking validation because of whatever personal things I had going on. Trying to fill voids. As I'm getting older and working on myself as a person, and seeing like when you pour into yourself and you invest yourself, that turns into real currency. If you really apply the things that you research all day. Some people research amazing plans all day and never execute them. Yo, I'm one of them, but I'm working on trying to break out of that terrible programming of just being too scared to take a risk.